January 26th, 2024, the double murder of 2 high school students who go by the name of Montana.
This little nigga is in high school.
The double murder of
This little nigga is in high school, bro. This nigga looks like he's in elementary school, bro. These dudes murdered high school students. What did they say? Holy moly! I mean, don't get me wrong. High school students are not innocent, but godly.
At one point, he was even seen snorting a perk mid-interview.
Now I see you over there.
It's crazy.
Getting something
This
together.
ain't about shit, no attention.
We ain't never seen that on DJ UTV before.
There's a lot of shit.
What the fuck? Woo! Today, I probably should not even be screaming like that. But today we got a very scary reaction. It's some Chicago hood lore. You know, every time I watch these types of videos, I get very scared. But it's the rapper who killed 11 people, BloodHound Lil Jeff. Now, this dude did die in 2024, but I never knew the lore behind these guys, like him, Lil Scoom, BloodHound Q50. I don't know the lore behind these guys, so we're gonna get straight into this reaction.
Reputation has always mattered in hip-hop. If you say something, there's a sense that you need to be able to say it verifiably.
Hell
But
yeah.
it seems like this is only unique to rappers. After all, it's not like anyone asked Freddie Mercury
Hold up, let me see
of
this.
Queen, Tom Jones, or Johnny Cash if they really killed people when they claimed they caught bodies on songs. Yet, in the warped world of drill music, the more dirt you do, the more lucrative your rap career becomes.
Hell yeah.
However, there's 2 sides to becoming infamous. Because while it may
Alright.
bring you success in the short term, the notoriety of being a famous shooter makes you an even bigger target in the streets.
Hell
it
yeah.
might mean that you aren't around to save
Yeah, bro. A guy was just talking about this, bro. It's not the it was when Takeoff died. Oh yeah, it was DJ Academics. It's not the rap career that's dangerous. It's the fact that you're a famous person going to the hood. That is fucking dangerous. Especially a hood that you're not from. Like, you got niggas out there struggling. You know what I'm saying? Probably lost a few family members and stuff. Really in the heart of the struggle. And you're just going up to them. Meanwhile, you're a guy that's rich, probably making like $300,000 a year. Dude, why are you going to a fucking hood, bro? That, like, this shit is no game. Like, bro, I've never played that
the
shit.
work you put in to make your life better. And for this Chi-Town gangster, he was too far gone to ever be redeemed. It's your boy Luesta, and this is the horrifying story of BloodHound Lil Jeff, the drill rapper who took out 11 people before passing on in just as violent a
That's crazy. Like, I did not think this guy was that crazy. I thought the craziest hood rapper was Fulio and King Von. But let me find out that these niggas are really on that type of timing, cause godly.
fashion himself.
Let's go, bro.
Raised by a single mother in Chi-Town, Jeffrey Harris never had it easy. In fact, he was almost capped inadvertently at the age of 14 when his house was shot up due to his older brother's own gang ties. Meanwhile, his father, who wasn't around, allegedly had ties to 068 C Block. Hailing from 79th Street and Maryland Avenue on the east side, this is Black Disciples territory. And eventually, Jeff threw caution to the wind when his dreams of basketball were over.
I was 16. I was trying to play basketball.
6'10"?
That's around the time I ain't make the varsity team. So at 16 was when I was realizing
16.
this shit real. I don't know what the I'm gonna do. Cause you know, after that point, it's like once you don't make that team, it's over.
Left with no direction, he soon found himself in the waiting arms of gang life. Founded in 2015 as an offshoot of gangs known as Braindead and Drill City 079, Lil Jeff swore allegiance to the BloodHound crew when he hopped off the porch at the age of 18. Pitted against enemies like BKN, Trap City, 800, and the 8-Tray Mob among others, Jeff put the same level of dedication he once gave to his hoop dreams to terrorizing his
What
ops.
the hell?
From his earliest days as an affiliate, he flagrantly waved guns, bragged about robberies, and
Man, this is what's that nigga's name? John Morant. This is what he tried to be. Yeah, man, this street stuff is no game. This guy looks crazy. This dude is on the highway just literally toting whatever, God knows what the fuck that gun is. So, holy hell. Yeah, this stuff is scary, y'all. This guy is dead, by the way. this guy is deceased. This dude is not alive anymore.
From his earliest days as an affiliate, he flagrantly waved guns, bragged about robberies, and insisted he wasn't scared of anyone.
I'm gonna show y'all who just got his ass cooked. That nigga just found mad. It wasn't him, but it was his number. I'm gonna show y'all. Look,
First he had on.
it's him right here. Ooh, I see his head. He ain't had none of this shit.
What a burst was that?
Man, look, we exposing this nigga, cuz his ass is
Show that dick. Come here. We got an AP already, Scone.
I'm having my way in Chicago, Illinois.
Now we got another rose.
Hey man, get them people they shit back. Like,
Them that should never been trying to kick it down the line.
He took his chain?
damn.
That's what they're saying?
$10 that cost him his whole hustle career. Everything he worked hard for. It cost lifestyle for $10.
However, in a world where some individuals do this without having any genuine commitment to the cause, this certainly wasn't the case with Lil Jeff. In fact, he didn't even seem to care if he got imprisoned, considering he literally attempted a drill on IG Live.
Said that bitch tweak.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
That bitch was just tweaking.
Despite his young age and lack of experience,
What the
Jeff quickly
fuck?
became a key player in the gang. The turning point came when his close confidant Z-Money was taken out in what was believed to be a backdooring hit. This killing shattered a decade-long truce between BloodHound and Trap City, igniting an all-out war. For Jeff, this was a pivotal moment, the point where he officially declared open season on his enemies.
I'm taking to killing school. Class start next week. You gotta at least have 2 bodies though. For I ain't coming with no. If you ain't got shit, I can't work with no beginners folk.
What the fuck?
You gotta at least have a 2. I'm gonna give y'all 2.
Hey, as Mac Mula said, man, the streets is dumb. And this entire war from the guy that they said earlier, Z-Money, that is now deceased, this entire war probably started over the dumbest thing in the world. And damn, sometimes it does start over something crazy, like maybe somebody stole a huge amount of money, probably touched a family member, and they didn't fuck with that. You know, like family member in particular, a woman. So let's keep going.
You gotta at least have a 2. I'm gonna give y'all 2 minimum. I'm gonna start at 2 minimum, cause y'all know why I'm gonna start at 2 minimum. Now I'm just doing it for a tradition. I'm gonna start at 2 minimum, man. 2, you gotta have a minimum of 2. No, anything, you gotta have 2. You gotta have a minimum of 2 of them bitches to come to school. You gonna sit your dumb ass in this seat, and whatever I say, do it. If you do anything scary, bitch, I'm smoking.
Within a matter of months,
What the
Jeff would allegedly rack up 10 bodies, even commemorating this grim milestone with a tattoo.
Bro, you gotta go into detail, because King Von, they went into detail about that shit. Like, he had a whole lore. Like, his lore is crazy.
Some of their identities are still debated, with names like Lil Gutta from Hit Squad, Clay and Crew from A-Tray, and a 33-year-old known as Black from the Evans Mob frequently mentioned by so-called Chiracologists. However, there are some that Jeff did his utmost to prove that he did, while stopping short of handing himself to the cops. First off, there was the murder of Trap City's Leal. In June of 2023, Leal got into a lift on the 1300 block of West Taylor in Little Italy when BloodHound pulled up and unleashed gunfire, leaving him dead on arrival at the hospital. In the aftermath, the driver Robert Smith opened up about the horrendous attack.
Smith says he hit the gas when someone standing outside of the car started shooting. He rushed going to the hospital where he was pronounced dead.
I was running stop signs at intersections to get away. So at one intersection, I had to stop him because there was a car coming through, and then I turned to him and said, "Hey, I'm going to take you to the hospital." And he said, "Okay." Then the next time I stopped, I had to stop at a light because there was 2 cars coming through the intersection, so I couldn't run it immediately. And I looked back then, and he wasn't moving anymore.
Although no arrests were officially made, Lil Jeff hopped online immediately to claim responsibility.
Go ask my ops that Michael Drake put shit in park. Go ask my ops that Michael Drake, his ass ain't making fuck. Go ask my ops that Michael Drake, his ass ain't get out that car. You know that? I was right there, you know that?
And from there, he continued to antagonize his foes by reenacting the scene for his own amusement.
Go, bitch, we set shit up. When I ran up on that car, his ass looked up and he...
While this brutal crime cemented his reputation,
This guy is a demon. Holy shit, this guy was a demon.
ran up on that car, his ass looked up and he was.
While this brutal crime cemented his reputation, his most infamous act came on January 26, 2024, the double murder of 2 high school students who go by the name of
This little nigga's in high school.
The double murder of
This little nigga is in high school? Bro, this nigga looks like he's in elementary school, bro. Come on, bro. What the fuck? These dudes murdered high school students? What did they say? Holy moly. I mean, don't get me wrong. High school students are not innocent, but godly.
His most infamous act came on January 26, 2024, the double murder of 2 high school students who go by the name of Montario Monty Williams and Robert Lil Rob Boston.
Alright, we're back. Sorry about that, but whew.
Students who go by the name of Montario Monty Williams and Robert Lil Rob Boston, which were both members of rival gang BKN. Reportedly, the tensions were prompted by an attempted robbery that he escaped.
Have someone ever tried to take like some of your belongings from you?
Oh.
Now listen, I ain't gonna lie. A nigga did run off on me before. I will tell you that. Niggas did what they did.
What, he zeroed you on the move or something?
Yeah, basically.
That happens to the best of us, brother. We done all been finesse.
Yeah, his ass ran off and it wasn't about shit.
We done all been finesse, bro.
Just a little shit.
That's what comes with the streets.
Shit wasn't about nothing at all. I'm talking about it at all.
Believing BKN to be responsible, Lil Jeff swore to get his revenge. On that fateful day in 2024, Monty and Lil Rob were outside Innovations High School when masked assailants hopped out and let off shots. After they were both hit multiple times in the
what
chest.
Is that, a weak-ass surveillance camera, bro? Dead-ass. What is that weak-ass surveillance camera, bro? What is that shit? That shit is ass. That shit is fucking ass. You'll catch nobody with that. I saw a bunch of pixels. What is that? Why is it not crystal clear? My nigga, if it was crystal clear, shit would be better, bro.
Monty and Lil Rob died at 17 and 16 respectively.
Lil Rob, this nigga is 16? This nigga is 16? What, 17?
Times in the chest, Monty and Lil Rob died at 17 and 16 respectively. These killings shocked Chicago in terms of both the scale of the broad daylight assault and the age of the victims.
Under this CTA elevated platform near Wabash and Washington in the Loop, where police say 2 teen boys, a 16 and 17-year-old, both students at Innovations High School, were shot and killed, fear piercing through the busy midnight.
Hell no, that street shit ain't no game, nigga.
We was supposed to get out of that for 12:50, and then they started shooting. They was like, can't nobody go in, can't nobody come out.
It happened shortly before 12:30 this afternoon. Police say 6 students were walking out of the school after classes were dismissed when a car and SUV, both dark in color.
They shot up the high school, bro. These guys did not give a fuck, bro. Man, it's scary, bro.
Pulled up.
And a group of individuals exited said vehicles, fired multiple times, striking 2 of the teenage students of Innovations High School.
But for Jeff, it was just another thing for him to boast about.
I feel if I get mad enough, the shit will start happening. I went black for like a week, and poof. Gotta go after that one. Poof. I came back. Poof. Them niggas though.
Elsewhere, in his newly launched rap career, Lil Jeff made reference to turning Za into Za, referring to another moniker for Monty.
Bitches wanna eat dick cause they know I smoke pot. We really spank shit, turns out into Za. Damn.
Suddenly, Jeff became a rising name in Chicago, and as he transitioned into music, his notoriety only fueled his buzz. But with his growing legend came an ever-expanding list of enemies. While he's often recognized as a rapper, it's important to note that Lil Jeff's music career was incredibly short-lived. His earliest tracks, while he's often
Alright, we are back. Sorry about that. God damn.
Recognized as a rapper, it's important to note that Lil Jeff's music career was incredibly short-lived. His earliest tracks like Can't Beat Us only surfaced about 2 years ago, but with his name now carrying weight both in the streets of Chicago and on Reddit as an active shooter, his Stepping in Blood mixtape soon got immensely popular. Soon as an active shooter. But with his name now carrying weight both in the streets of Chicago and on Reddit as an active shooter, his Stepping in Blood mixtape soon got immensely popular. Soon enough, he was getting calls for interviews where he became cryptic about the exact activities he was up to on the streets.
Cause they said BloodHound Lil Jeff got 10 bodies. I said, okay, well he can't be in Iraq then. This nigga must be, you feel me, in the UK. You know what I'm saying? So we definitely want to get to know the BloodHound Lil Jeff story today. Can you start by telling us where you from?
Chicago, you know, east side of Chicago. East side of Chicago.
However, it's clear that he leaned into the image whenever he got the chance.
So, okay, so you got this reputation, man. You got this crazy reputation.
Shit.
Feel me? How do you move through Chicago? Do you feel like you probably got a target on your back?
Hell nah, these niggas scared, man. I'm outside every day, they ass ducking. I never see people on live dropping my low, showing their ass where I'm at.
We be outside every day.
I be from up everywhere you could think of.
Soon, Lil Jeff's legend continued to expand, with speculation growing that he wasn't solely active in Chicago. In both his own music and that of his allies like Lil Scoom, there were lyrics hinting at him and Q50 operating as hitmen.
It's wild. And then the even more crazy thing about Jeff and Q50 is that, you know, allegedly they were doing hits for money in another city. So there's a whole bunch.
How you know that? How the fuck you know that?
Lyrics that they've got talking about I'm in Milwaukee taking hits for hits for paper, doing hits for change. And only since my documentaries came out, there's been a new theory on Reddit that there's basically was a triple homicide in Milwaukee that people are saying, yo, this is the one where Jeff and Q50, they were paid to kill one guy and they ended up.
That's crazy. Alright, I had to see if my audio was working.
Killing 3 guys, and then there's a bunch of lyrics where Jeff and Q50 have these little bars where they're talking about my first hit was a 2-for-1, or I'm in Milwaukee doing hits for the change, my first hit wasn't a regular hit. It's actually crazy. These guys are taking it to a whole nother level, and you can tell that they idolize Von.
As wild as it sounds, this theory was backed by Jeff appearing in Milwaukee rappers' music videos, along with artists like K-Rax paying tribute to him on Instagram.
That nigga, they were doing hits in Milwaukee and shit, like... Free bass for life.
Although he believed the city was beyond saving, Lil Jeff insisted that no matter how much success he gained as a rapper, Chicago was the only place for him as long as he had unfinished business.
How can we make Chicago a better place?
You can't. This shit f***ed up. Yeah, that's how. If you what you could do for now is just mind your business and just that's it. Just stay in your own lane. That's all you could do. But it's f***ed up. I ain't this shit f***ed up. You just gotta get the f*** on. If you can move, go ahead and get the f*** out of here.
Yeah, I know you aspire to move one day once you.
No.
No?
I ain't ducking my shit, boy.
Then you wanna stay?
I love the rap and bustin'. I'm gonna move one day though, but not right now. Yeah. I got shit going on.
But no matter how ruthless he seemed, Jeff wasn't as cold-hearted as he made himself out to be. Beneath the tough exterior, it was clear that he was self-medicating to cope with the trauma of his lifestyle. At one point, he was even seen snorting a perk mid-interview.
Now I see you over there getting something together.
This ain't about shit, no attention.
We ain't never seen that on DJ UTV before.
Man, there's a lot of shit.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Seeing he was on the fast track to destruction, some interviewers, such as DJ U, attempted to advise him. But being young and reckless, he wasn't really trying to hear it.
If a student graduates from this school, their future probably not looking too bright.
Wait, what you trying to say?
I'm saying there's only 2 places they can end up in.
Not looking bright.
I mean, I don't know if you graduate from the school or not. I don't know.
It's like, oh man, just look, is my future looking bright or not?
But I'm just saying, if you graduate from a killer school,
unfortunately, it's not really looking too bright. It's not really looking too bright, bro.
Trying to say my shit ain't looking bright.
No, you're a rapper, so your future looks very bright. But if a young man go to a killer school, you know,
become a rapper and have a bright future. See, there you go, bingo.
Money and be well.
Exactly, he could do a lot. Listen, that shit come with more. Listen, there's a lot of shit behind the scenes that I can't tell you, and that's why I'm trying to skip questions, cause I can't trying to come on. trying to skip the question.
Right.
Get the fuck on from this shit.
Besides, Lil Jeff had a pretty cynical outlook for someone who was barely even old enough to drink. For one thing, he was scarily at peace with the prospect of his demise, but the alleged mass murderer claimed that if he did go down, there'd be vengeance.
They say I'm dead, tell them to get back. Oh no, they still finna go spin for me though. They still finna spin for me.
That boy hell got caught in rap.
Yeah, or not. But say he still finna go spin for me. Whoever did that to me, we spinning on y'all that.
Throwing away souls like dirty napkins is crazy.
Throwing away souls like dirty napkins. Taking in pre-death is wild. At least he was prepared to go willingly.
Crazy. Talking in pre-death is wild. At least he was prepared to go. Clearly, Bloodhound Lil Jeff wasn't scared of going down in a blaze of infamy. In fact, it appeared that he felt there was no way around it once you entered that life. In this sense, Jeff shared the same mindset as one of his rap idols, King Von.
Somebody kill somebody, everybody got family, somebody relate to him or somebody cool with him, you kill him. Now everybody that he was close with is trying to kill you. It's a never ending, or they gonna kill, let's kill somebody close to him.
Right. How's that?
God damn, that's sad. Holy shit. My God, dude, this stuff is scary.
Somebody, everybody got family, somebody relate to him or somebody cool with him, you kill him. Now everybody that he was close with is trying to kill you. It's a never ending, or they gonna kill, let's kill somebody close to him.
Right. How does that end? How y'all stop that?
It don't stop. It's to everybody, all the people that playing the game.
That's true though. That makes sense. That makes sense. That's exactly what Chicago is going through right now. So for example, if you were to kill somebody, you know, and they're not like isolated in the sense, and they're like family members, like they have tons of family, like bro, everybody in that family is going to be trying to kill you. Then when they kill you, everybody from your family is going to be trying to be killing them. And then there's going to be another family in this bunch that gets killed on accident. Now they're trying to kill all of you. So that is kind of what Chicago is going through right now. It is going through they are like products of the past completely. Like, and I'm not going to sit here and say that that's entirely horrible, because I mean they are killing each other, but like they are completely products of their past, like complete products of it. 100%.
How y'all stop that?
It don't stop. It's to everybody, all the people that playing the game. It's gone. You see what I'm saying? It's the last man standing. It's either you gonna be in jail, you gonna die, or you getting lucky around this bitch.
Primed to keep pushing as long as he could, Lil Jeff would never back down nor retreat. So when things went left, those in the know saw it as a foregone conclusion. Inevitably though, if you knew Jeffrey, yes, inevitably. And sure enough, in the same year that he was catapulted to fame, Lil Jeff would be taken out of the picture. Considering how much dirt he did in the streets towards his rivals, Lil Jeff was already firmly on their most wanted list. But the situation escalated when he was caught in Trap City during an attempted drill. After chasing his enemies into their own territory, Jeff stormed into a house, aiming to take out an op, only to catch a bullet to the chest. And although he was rushed aiming to take out an op, enemies into their own territory, Jeff stormed into a house, aiming to take out an op, only to catch a bullet to the chest. And although he was rushed to the hospital, it was a little too late, as he was pronounced dead on arrival. The crime scene noted that a male victim, John Doe, was near a sidewalk when he was struck in the chest by gunfire. The victim was transported to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. There are no suspects in custody. A large number of shell casings were located at the crime scene. Lil Jeff was gunned down at just 21 years old, and for his enemies, his death was a cause for celebration.
God damn.
Years old, and for his enemies,
only 21. Only 21. Yeah, that shit is not okay. Don't do what these guys are doing, man.
His death was a cause for celebration.
But he still never went into detail of the 11 people that he fucking murdered, bro. Cause that is crazy. I don't think he murdered 11 niggas. No way. He probably got 2, maybe some of these niggas be having no bodies, and some of them be murdering their friends, bro, on accident.
They say they chop that brain.
Hey, twig.
Hey, overpaid ass. What you want? Can't eat this shit.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
To have people laugh, like, I'm not even gonna lie, to have people laugh at your death, man, what were you doing? Because, bro, they even showed Charlie Kirk love. Like, I mostly saw, well, Charlie Kirk was he was an innocent man that just talked shit. And he was not supposed to go out that way. But, this guy went out fucking, like, that's crazy, man.
Yo, I gave you that.
I mean, like, he was asking for it. He was asking for this. Like, I mean, if he really killed 11 niggas, he was asking for this one. This is just unbelievably saddening, guys. Do not do what these guys are doing, bro. This is obviously not worth it. I mean, like, man, when rappers get on the net and they start talking about how they've killed everybody, like, what are you talking about? Nigga, stop capping in your music, bro. Actually write some real shit, nigga.
I gave you that. I gave you that. I bet. Pop that right now.
But to so many others like FBG Young, it was a case of a young man striving to be something to the extent that it killed him.
I feel like they die out faster because they just jumping into something they don't know the steps of it. They just like, okay, jumping in and go off to diss songs and still gotta catch the bus or still gotta ride and catch the Uber and
yeah,
stuff like that. So they don't really know, like, a lot of things can affect you with going that route, especially when you ain't got everything taken care of already. You still a kid when you first starting off anyway. You still living with your mama. You probably ain't got no money. You gotta take these buses. You fucking with these hoes that fucking with these other people. So it's all stuff could play out, but they not knowing this at the time though.
According to Chirac experts, the death of Lil Jeff was linked to the attempted setup of a man named Trap City Rob.
You can see on the video somebody outside, like, talking to their girlfriend or, you know, talking to a person who...
The death of Lil Jeff was linked to the attempted setup of a man named Trap City Rob.
You can see on the video somebody outside, like, talking to their girlfriend or, you know, talking to a person who they just interacted with. And you see him run down and chase the guy in the house. And then you see him flying back off the porch. And then you hear do. And the paperwork can say he was hit 19 times in the chest area.
He was shot 19
times. And that's how I think they grabbed Rob for the murder, because it's overkill. It ain't self-defense 19 times. Clearly see on...
Yeah. Damn, what the fuck? Wow. So they can't say that shit was, oh damn, they can't say it was self-defense if that was overkill.
On camera that 4 dudes is waiting outside basically to ambush them. Like, I don't think he should be in jail, but in Chicago they lock up the wrong people, they let out the wrong people, you know, and it's just crazy, man. But Rob, he's still up in there. He's still up in there. He got charged with the murder of Lil Jeff.
Rob was recently picked up for the murder after a witness allegedly placed him at the scene. In a bizarre twist, cops had to use 2 sets of cuffs on Rob's due to his sheer size. But with a lack of solid evidence, he was ultimately released. Rather than boasting about it, he seems more focused on moving forward.
Go ahead, yes.
Hell yeah, of course.
He's someone I don't want to talk.
You don't want to talk?
Yeah. Hell no.
I tried Rob. What?
Nigga, why the fuck would you, like, man, street credits for killing people, bro? Look, BloodHound Lil Jeff, he could easily be one of you guys' friends. And I don't mean that in no type of racist way or nothing like that. That shit is not something to be proud of, bro. Who are you flexing to? Like, nigga, it don't need, like, that shit is weird.
What you on, gang?
What you on, gang?
You know, shit, we coolin'.
Yeah.
We right here talking.
As for Lil Jeff's fans, they simply saw it as a case of squandering the potential he had. He jumped off the porch at 18, which means he had nothing to do after high school but hang with the wrong crowd, and went hard in the streets to catch up or prove himself. Having a name as an alleged killer and definitely a robber while moving around like that is like having a death wish. But while most normal people saw him as someone who simply squandered his potential and fell victim to the streets, so-called Chiracologists praised him as a legend.
Is the legions of kids on Reddit who are really like worshiping Lil Jeff for
Reddit. Yeah, Reddit is filled with such weird people, man. Reddit is filled with just weirdos, man. I don't use any of those types of apps. I'm sorry. I don't use them. Reddit, fucking Discord, all that shit. Like, I use it, but like, I mean, like, you know, as a content creator, you just gotta use it sometimes. But like, damn, I don't use Reddit like that.
The amount of murders that he was.
What is it called? Jeffology?
Yeah, there's a Jeffology.
They have a Jeffology
subreddit.
They're calling him J-Roy, which I was very into that. And one of the most damning things is that,
Bro, Adam22, how you know all this shit, bro? How do you know all this unemployed ass shit, bro?
like, this series of emojis that he would put in his captions, in which each different emoji seemed to
Detailed
reference
something,
a different person. So like, a lot of people have seen this like really traumatic video of basically these two high school age kids that got killed in Chicago. It's been alleged that Lil Jeff was the one who took them out.
As for his homies, the world essentially stopped. In a tribute post, Lil Scoom89 couldn't believe what happened to his fallen brother, saying, "I love you. I'ma be with you real soon."
And he was not wrong about that.
A talented rapper in his own right, Scoom had big plans for life.
Nah, Scoom copied Fatso, bro. He did. He genuinely did.
Beyond the
All right, we are back. Godly, man, a lot of stuff. Let's continue this.
The Shy.
Where you want to be at age 33?
Own right, Scoom had big plans for life beyond the Shy.
Where you want to be at age 33?
Somewhere in Europe in a big ass crib with my wife and kids. So not worrying about shit. My first goal now is get away from him for a period.
Oh. Oh, wow. Wow. That was good. And you gotta remember, Lil Scoom is the same age as me. This guy is also now deceased. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, man, that's sad.
Point blank, like I already don't be in this month. Like, what's the point of living here for? Shit, I wanna have kids, gang. Ain't gonna lie, fuck. I don't get no. How tough you is on my dead cousin grave. What a real nigga scared of death and fucking jail. My cousin grave, don't let no nigga tell you they.
That's real. God damn, that's real.
Not scared of that shit.
But tragically, Scoom wouldn't get a chance to achieve any of that. Instead, he barely lasted a month before he was ambushed and murdered while simply trying to get a haircut.
Oh yeah, that was tough.
And with that, Chicago Drill was relieved of two of its biggest prospects for the future, leaving a glaring hole in the scene.
I feel like if
FBG Butter, we already know that he has some weird allegations.
they had some real guidance in their life, like motherfuckers who's really standing on them high. Motherfuckers be standing on me and how I stand on my artists. And I feel like Lil Jeff and Lil Scoom, them little niggas they was something to work with. Like, I ain't gonna lie, like, they the new generation.
But by the sounds of it, all that despair hasn't stopped 079 BloodHound from staying active. According to Traplo Ross, their homie and fellow rapper Q50
Oh, yeah, that is Traplo Ross.
has recently picked up where Jeff left off. He also argues that if Jeff had survived, he would almost certainly be behind bars by now.
You know, Q50's still out here. He got arrested for a little period of time, but he got let back out, and he's just out here, you know, navigating the streets supposedly with 8 bodies. I don't know how he's not in jail. It's actually kind of baffling, this whole situation. I think if Jeff was here, he would definitely be in jail, facing really serious charges for a number of bodies that he'd allegedly committed and claimed. Those guys made it really obvious for everyone, you know.
In a rare interview, Q50, who spent time behind bars for firearm possession, insisted that he's still pushing on for his brothers in every way.
Yeah, Convy.
Okay, how did Lil Jeff and Scoom impact your life?
Alright, so I ain't gonna lie. When I lost my big brother, I ain't gonna lie, that shit, I'm gonna keep this shit a buck. Cause I ain't no more, you know, I ain't no lying ass nigga. That shit hurt me. That's my big brother, that's my everyday nigga. This, we the same nigga, we the same brain. We think like, you know what I'm saying? We do everything together. When I'm downstairs sleep, this who coming downstairs, he don't get no fuck if I got a hole in the bed. He gonna come downstairs and wake me up just cause that's my big brother. Can't no any nigga just do that.
Already reeling from the passing of Jeff, he claimed in a moment of real vulnerability that the death of Scoom was the last straw where he was taken away.
Lil Scoom, that was my heart. Cause Lil Bro, the thing y'all don't know about Lil Bro, he had a sweet soul. Lil Bro always smiling. He bring a smile out of me, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like when my little brother died, and it was a month after, I took that shit. I ain't gonna lie, I had to take take a minute, like, you know what I'm saying? My big brothers, they had ended up just putting me where, like, not no hospital, nothing. They just put me in a different spot so I could get my man straight and don't move off promotion.
Later, he revealed that the loss of Philly's YBC duel affected him as well.
He doing this shit genuinely. He didn't want to fade out of nothing. Folks, I ain't like, we barely, when me and Duel get on the phone, we barely even talk about music. It's about how I'm doing right now.
That's fire.
How I'm holding up. If I need anything, I'm gonna let my nigga.
In a surreal moment which depicts where we're at with drill, YBC Duel was also a collaborator of Lil Jeff and Scooms on the track Long Live Jeffrey Dahmer. Now 7 months on from those visuals going live on YouTube, every single one of these artists has passed on. With the story of Lil Jeff, you see where the worlds of rap and the streets get far too entangled. These days, the more real life dirt you've done, the more it boosts your career. And for Chicago OGs like Tay Savage, who can see how much havoc it's wreaking, hip-hop needs to move on from that era of IG live taunting and dead op dissing.
That's telling. That's motherfucker always talking about telling, that's telling. Try snitching, you telling on yourself.
But it's not really okay.
You selling your soul, trying to hope a label gonna catch you or something. Like, alright, now it's cool. Like, okay, I can get you probably, like you say, it's art. So I can get you maybe, alright, it's this little stigma right here. Let me play on that. But when you talking about real work and you saying like shit that's open, I'm talking about like shit that, come on, bro. I get you need some type, like a certain type of image to be the type of rapper that trying to be or whatever, but that's telling. You doing all that police shit, all that, that's telling. But when you just on that motherfucker just straight out, oh yeah, we did that, we smoke, cause yeah, nah, that shit goofy, I ain't gonna lie.
Because when that becomes commonplace, it'll no longer yield the same kind of star-making quality. And so, they'll always have to up the ante, and that is a terrifying thought.
That nigga
And it's gonna be
fucked up. Holy shit, bro. Cut that shit off.
another motherfucker that's gonna wanna beat Lil Jeff.
Yeah.
So he gonna be like, okay, damn, Lil Jeff snorted that on there. What can I do? Shit, I'm gonna throw somebody off a bridge on live.
Despite how Reddit portrays him, he wasn't just some video game character. He was a real, albeit dangerous person, and to friends like JB Bin Laden, his loss was deeply felt.
When did you meet Lil Jeff?
I really like his big brother. That's my best friend, sure. I know him since he was like really like 6, 7.
What's he like growing up as a kid?
Folks are bad. I know him since he was like really like 6, 7.
Nah. We're not doing that.
What's he like growing up as a kid?
Folks a badass little kid for real. He's a sneaky badass little kid, you know, bro. He'd be like sneaky bad. Everything he did for real, he excelled in that shit.
You got funny Lil Jeff stories?
This one when he was a little kid. Baby, back then we used to have little socks and shit, you know, bro was a hooper too. Put his socks on, the little hooper, elite little Nike socks. The bitches was there, he would be mad as hell, face red as hell.
Bruh.
That's some real little brother shit.
Hell yeah. My little cousin has that. You know, she has all those like elite Nike socks. I always take them. Those, because their socks are just so good. Like, my socks are straight ass, but like her socks are like fucking goated.
Long live Lil Jeff, man. Long live Schoon, man. Long live LA, man. Free for now, man. Fuck the ops.
And unfortunately, the war that took his life, and countless others, shows no signs of slowing down. Recently, JB Bin Laden and his crew barely survived an ambush at a recording studio. An attack that happened while they were being filmed for a documentary by Brandon Buckingham.
These are the final moments I filmed before we exited the recording studio, and were met by 6 masked gunmen who emptied over 60 rounds at us at close range, injuring 4 people.
The shooting happened right outside of Studios. As a matter of fact, I want you to come take a look at this. One of the bullets pierced this door, and that's not the only one. We found a shell casing on the sidewalk.
Bro, Brandon Buckingham, when will you stop doing these videos with these guys, bro? When will you stop doing videos with these guys, bro? Do not go, bro. Leave these guys alone. Leave them alone. Holy hell. What the fuck? Holy shit. Brandon Buckingham, holy hell, please. I gotta check that video out after this, no way.
This door, and that's not the only one. We found a shell casing on the sidewalk, the same sidewalk where 4 men were shot.
And in the process, a cameraman was struck in the jugular with a bullet, narrowly escaping.
There's blood all over me.
Was struck in the jugular with a bullet, narrowly escaping.
There's blood all over me. Did I get hit? Or is that my hand? Did I get hit? What the fuck? Oh fuck, did I get hit? Did I get hit? Oh, I got hit.
With promises of new posthumous music from BloodHound Lil Jeff in the works, it's clear that his legacy will live on. But he could have been so much more. Not to mention that if he never got caught up in this life, as many as 11 others might still be alive too. Stop the violence. It's your boy Luesta, and if you guys want to see more videos about the dark side of hip hop, you can click one of the videos on the screen. As always, I want to thank.
I ain't gonna lie. Y'all niggas did not say that this. Y'all did not go into detail about his 11 bodies, bro. I don't know about that one, but this guy was a crash out. The fact that people look up to him should tell you everything you need to know about this. Oh God, like I could not look up to this guy. No way. The problem is these kids think the only way out is professional basketball. Like they're a millionaire basketball player or gangster. No between. Yeah, that is very weird. That is very weird. Bro caught a bullet for every one of his victims. Poetic. Yeah, that's crazy. I couldn't play basketball, so I joined the gang. That is the saddest reason for joining. That is one of the saddest. Bro's a serial killer, not a rapper. Yeah, that is crazy. The fact that Lil Jeff looks so calm. He does. He looks so calm. He looks so relaxed. He looks so relaxed all the time. You would think that this guy's peaceful. But yeah, man, that's crazy, man. These guys were crazy, man. They had a movie. Life of a movie. But anyway, yeah, that's gonna do for this one. Holy shit, man. These guys, something else.